Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be starting off this bridal look with primer. Now you want to invest in a really good primer, or a primer that works for you, especially for your wedding day, because you want it to stick on all day long, and especially through any kind of dancing or sweating. The dress gets heavy, so my personal two favorites are these two NYX ones. Moving on for concealer on my eyes. Now if you have oily eyelids, invest in a really good eye primer. For me, this is what works the best. So I'm just going to be using my Fit Me concealer and then setting that with this pink shade from this little Stila kit. And I will be leaving all the names of the eyeshadows in the palette down below. So moving into the bone shade, I'm just highlighting. Now going in for my crease, I'm just going to start this look off because it has a lot of rose toned colors with a neutral brown, and just taking my bronzer. Now taking those two light shades, I'm just going to be working it up into the crease and then deepening it up with this nice purpley shade. Taking a mixture of that dark brown with the kind of purple pink shade, I'm just going to be deepening up my outer crease, and then of course blending. Now the star of the show is Magnificent Metals in Kitten by Stila. Now I'm just going to be lightly dusting that all over my eyelid for this. It is a perfect amount of glitter, and then I'm going to be blending over that. For the eyeliner, I'm just going to keep it simple, and I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild felt tipped eyeliner. You can create a wing with this if you'd like, but for me I just wanted a light line. Now taking these two from my Right Up Revolution Brave the Heart, I think, palette. I'll leave a link below. I'm just going to be taking those two browny purpley shades and deepening it up because I wanted it a little bit more dramatic. For foundation, I'm just going to be using the L'Oreal Pro Glow. For me, this is just what lasts the most on my skin and looks the most natural. And then I'm also going to be just making sure everything is blended. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color 15 Clair. And then I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in the color Fair as well. Using these two colors, I believe one of them is at least fawn, I'm going to be contouring around my face. It looks like a ton of product, but I put a bit of argan oil in this palette and it just really becomes creamy and it just blends out incredibly. Going in with the lighter shade, I'm also just going to be highlighting. Going in with a bit of my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Beige, I think it is. I am going to be highlighting and just covering up my bags even more. And then, of course, blending everything out. So I start by blending out the highlight shades and then moving into the contouring shades. Adding a cream base before you do any of your other like bronzers and contouring just makes it last even longer, and every time I've done a bridal makeup, this just ensures that her makeup is going to kind of set in place. It gives it a nice base. Going in with my RCMA no color powder, I'm going to be baking. Now I don't really hardly bake anymore because I do have drier skin, but whenever I'm wanting it to stay in packed down hardcore, I do bake because it is going to ensure that my makeup just does not move. Going in with the Makeup Revolution contour kit, I'm just going to be taking this light shade and just blending it out. It is so pigmented. Now I'm just going to take my foundation brush again and just make sure everything is blended out. Moving in with the two blushes in this palette, I'm just going to be mixing the most, focusing more on the lighter pink. You want to have a very nice blush, like little flushed cheeks, like a blushing bride. Now for my highlighting, a trick that I do is I wet my beauty blender and then I just kind of pounce it anywhere I'm going to be highlighting. And then I just kind of let it set for a little bit. So moving on, I'm just going to be contouring my nose using my butter bronzer. It is like the perfect shade, and this e.l.f. blending brush, I think is what it's called. Those two are my holy grail. So for highlights today, I'm actually going to be using not one and not two, but three. So starting off with my Milani one in Day Glow, I'm going to be starting. Now at any point you can just stop and call it a day, but for me, I'm so extra, I needed these three. So this one obviously is more of a darker tone, and if you're more of a medium, that'll look even better. But to pinken it up a little bit more, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Peach Glow Light, I think, on top. And I'm serious, you could really stop after one. But now I'm going to go with my Sleek Solstice and use these two bottom shades to just even further bam it up. To me, there's nothing prettier than a nice highlight in pictures, and I just find it makes the bride look super glowing and natural, and I'm a big fan of highlight on the wedding day. So I also take it and I spray some more Fix Plus on my brush and just kind of pat it down to make it look even more natural. And then taking that bronzer, I'm going to be working it on my bottom lash line. You want to keep it pretty natural. Now for my eyes, if you have eyelash extensions, if you have false eyelashes, that would look great. But I've had a lot of requests lately of doing a bridal makeup look without eyelashes, because I know that I've done a lot of people that don't really want to wear eyelashes. They don't want to be kind of bothering with it, or if it lifts up or anything like that. So I wanted to do this look without eyelashes. So I'm just using the best mascara in my opinion, which is the Lash Sensational. It just makes you look amazing. For my lips, I'm just going to be using this little mini Tarte lip paint. I believe it's in the color Fomo. And on top of that, I'm going with the Honest Beauty in the color Cutie, just to pinken it up a little and lighten it. It was a little too dark for my liking. And of course, you want to just open up your inner corners and highlight your brow bone. And that is the finished makeup look. If you enjoyed this look, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future looks. Thank you guys so much. If you're going to be recreating this for your wedding, please tag me in links down below, and have a great wedding. I love you guys and have a great day.